We begin Psalm 84 with an introduction and then verses 1 and 2, examining the composer's yearning to draw closer to God. It matters very little as to when Psalm 84 was written or by whom, but it seemed to be a favorite one that was sung in Israel's various pilgrimages to the tabernacle, a grand tradition of Jewish life in ancient times. Families would have joined in an exhilarating chorus as they moved or camped along the way to Mount Zion. Apparently, from the composition of this psalm, the composer was deprived for some unknown reason access to or privileged worship in the sanctuary, evidenced by verses 2 and 3, where even a small bird is pleased to be permitted to dwell near the altar of God. The psalmist expresses his own sense of the loveliness of the place where God is worshipped and his earnest longing for the courts of the Lord. Verse 1 of 84 reads, "How lovely are your dwelling places, O Lord of hosts." The word translated here as lovely is the Hebrew word yedid, and it means beloved. It is expressed as a token of endearment. The psalmist, as well as King David, loved everything in the tabernacle from the curtains to the cords. Even when David was away from its proximity, he rejoiced to remember the sacred tent where Jehovah revealed himself. The Lord, Jehovah of hosts, the one who rules with justice and goodness, brings out an inward joy to all who approach. You may question, why would this subject about the tabernacle be of interest to us today? The answer is that every article of furniture in the tabernacle, down to the very fabric of its construction, are prophetic pictures of Jesus, the Messiah. I have detailed these faith-enlightening intricacies in an article written, "The Prophecies of Jesus in the Tabernacle," located at www.breakfastbiblebites.org. Verse 2 of Psalm 84 reads, "My soul longed and even yearned for the courts of the Lord. My heart and my flesh sing for joy to the living God." We know from Scripture that David's desire was deep and insatiable. The very soul of this composer was yearning for his God. We can call it lovesickness because he was apparently, for some unknown reason, barred from worshiping the Lord in the courts of his tabernacle. Compared to many churchgoers of our day, the enthusiasm of King David and this composer is sadly lacking. David yearned with a holy appetite to answer the call to worship, while today we find it an inconvenience or even an ordeal to haul our heinies out of bed and get to go on Sunday morning worship.